You know, there's something uniquely exhilarating about a moment that has been long anticipated. It's that electric tension in the air, the quiet hum of curiosity, the collective wonder that builds over time. When you watch a journey unfold, one that is deeply personal yet somehow feels universal, you start to realize that life's most meaningful moments are often the ones we've been waiting for without fully realizing it. And this moment, the one we're here to share, is exactly that kind of moment. Over the past months, whispers and hints have circulated, and I've seen the imagination of friends, family, and fans stretch into 1,000 theories. Everyone has been trying to piece together fragments of a story that, until now, was private and carefully held. There's a magic in that, not the chaos of speculation, but the energy it creates. You see, anticipation isn't just about waiting. It's about feeling the weight of possibility, about envisioning what could be, and letting your mind wander across a horizon of potential. I think back to moments in my own life where anticipation played a critical role, launching a new project, pushing boundaries in ways that seemed impossible, stepping into the unknown. That electric mix of excitement and nervousness has always been the signal that something transformative is about to happen. And tonight, that same energy is here, but instead of a technological breakthrough or a scientific leap, it's something far more human. It's a story of connection, of partnership, of love. And in many ways, it reminds us that the simplest human experiences can carry the most profound significance. What makes this moment so compelling is not just the reveal itself, but the journey that led here. Every shared laugh, every quiet conversation, every seemingly ordinary day was a part of a story that's now reaching its crescendo. There's an elegance in that, how life often arranges its most meaningful events with perfect timing, even when we're not aware of it. And it's a reminder that patience isn't just about waiting. It's about trusting the process, allowing life to unfold, and recognizing that the right moment is always worth waiting for. I've always believed that anticipation is a force. It shapes how we experience reality, how we value what we have, and how we prepare for what's to come. And tonight, as we stand at the edge of this long-awaited revelation, I feel that force more strongly than ever. It's not about creating suspense for suspense's sake. It's about appreciating the story, understanding its depth, and honoring the emotions that have brought us to this point. There's a rhythm to anticipation, a cadence that teaches us to savor every second before the crescendo. It teaches us gratitude, wonder, and awe. So as we gather here, as hearts are racing and eyes are wide with curiosity, I want us all to pause for a moment and feel that energy. Let it remind you of the times in your own life when waiting for something extraordinary made the eventual experience that much richer. Let it remind you that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. Because the beauty of this journey isn't just in the destination, it's in every step along the way, every hint dropped, every fleeting moment that made this reveal inevitable and yet infinitely thrilling. And now, as we stand on the threshold of that revelation, I ask you to carry this feeling with you. The excitement of anticipation, the power of hope, the promise that something remarkable is just about to be shared. Tonight is a celebration not only of a name, but of every moment that led to this very second. And if there's one thing to take away from this, it's that when patience, curiosity, and love converge, the outcome is nothing short of extraordinary. Because sometimes the most thrilling discoveries in life are not the ones you can see coming, they're the ones you've been waiting for. And now, finally, the moment has arrived. Life has a way of guiding us toward experiences and people who change the trajectory of our existence in ways we rarely anticipate. I remember the first time our paths crossed, not as a grand cinematic moment, not as an instant spark that everyone writes about in stories, but as a quiet, almost ordinary moment that, in retrospect, carried the weight of destiny. It's fascinating how life works like that. The most significant encounters often arrive disguised as mundane interactions, and only later do we realize just how pivotal they were. Over time, what began as simple conversation evolved into something far deeper. There were countless little moments, shared ideas, unexpected laughter, the kind of discussions that stretched late into the night that revealed a depth of understanding and connection that I hadn't experienced before. It's remarkable how, when you meet the right person, ordinary moments feel extraordinary. Every gesture, every word, every glance takes on a resonance that feels both effortless and profound. It's not about perfection, it's about alignment, about finding someone whose energy complements yours, whose presence inspires you to grow, and whose values mirror the ones you hold most dear. Our journey has been full of those moments, often subtle, sometimes fleeting, but always significant. There were challenges, of course, moments where life tested us in ways we didn't anticipate. But in those challenges, there was learning, and in learning, there was growth. We discovered not only who we were individually, but who we could be together. It's a humbling reminder that meaningful relationships aren't just built on chemistry, they're built on patience, understanding, and a willingness to navigate uncertainty with courage. One of the things that has struck me most is how this journey has been as much about self-discovery as it has been about discovering one another. When you're with someone who truly resonates with you, you see yourself more clearly, you understand your own strengths, your vulnerabilities, and your potential in ways that feel amplified. That clarity brings a kind of courage. The courage to take risks, to pursue dreams, and to envision a future that is bolder and brighter than you might have imagined alone. And it's that courage, that shared vision, that has made every step of this journey so remarkable. Along the way, there have been countless small triumphs and milestones, moments of joy that don't always make it into stories or social media posts, but carry immense significance in the quiet corners of life. A spontaneous trip, a late-night conversation, a shared accomplishment they accumulate, and suddenly you realize that the relationship is not just about a single grand moment, but about the steady, consistent, and deeply human connection that grows with time. And it's in those moments that trust and love are forged, quietly, without fanfare, until one day the depth of it becomes undeniable. Reflecting on this journey, I am struck by how serendipity and intention coexist. Life brought us together through circumstances neither of us could have predicted. Yet we chose to nurture, invest, and commit to what we found in each other. It's a delicate balance, letting things unfold naturally while also actively participating in the growth of the bond. And that balance, that careful blend of patience and engagement, is what transforms a relationship from a fleeting encounter into a lifelong partnership. So tonight, as I prepare to share the next chapter of this story, I want to honor this journey not just for its moments of triumph, but for its moments of quiet revelation, vulnerability, and joy. Every step has been a lesson, every shared laugh a building block, every challenge a teacher. It's a journey that has reminded me that love is not only about the excitement of discovery, but also about the steady, enduring commitment to walk alongside someone through the entirety of life's journey. And as I stand here, reflecting on how far we've come, I can say with absolute clarity that this is a journey I would choose again every single time. Because when you find the person who makes the world feel more vivid, more meaningful, and more possible, you realize that every moment, every choice, and every path you took ultimately led to this extraordinary connection. The journey's been long, sometimes winding, always worth it, and it is only the beginning. There comes a moment in every journey where the wait, the anticipation, the quiet curiosity of everyone around you all converges into a single point of clarity. It's a moment that carries weight, a moment that has been imagined, speculated upon, and longed for. And tonight, that moment has arrived. This is the point where the story moves from private to shared, from whispered conversations to a truth that can finally be spoken aloud. Throughout this journey, I felt the tension of keeping something so precious close, knowing that so many hearts were eager to know, eager to connect, eager to celebrate alongside us. And yet, the restraint was never about secrecy, it was about timing, about ensuring that the moment of revelation was not rushed, but fully honored. Because certain things in life deserve to be unveiled in their own time, with intention, with respect, with the understanding that what is revealed carries significance far beyond the simple act of naming. In many ways, revealing a name is more than just revealing a name. It's sharing a symbol of connection, of shared dreams, and of commitment. It's giving the world a glimpse into a story that has been quietly building, brick by brick, moment by moment, until it is strong enough, resilient enough, and luminous enough to stand in the light. And tonight, I have the privilege of sharing that symbol, of opening the door to a chapter that is as much about celebration as it is about recognition of the journey that brought us here. The truth is, moments like this are rare. They are rare because they are authentic. They are rare because they are the culmination of years of choices, of understanding, of trust. And they are rare because they remind us, in a way that nothing else can, of the beauty of human connection. To stand here and say, finally, the name that has been held in my heart is to honor the countless experiences, the laughter, the lessons, the growth, and the unwavering support that have made this revelation possible. So, with a sense of awe and gratitude, and with a heart full of excitement, I can finally share with all of you the name of my future wife, her name. There it is. A name, a simple collection of syllables, yet within it lives the story of a connection that has been profound, inspiring, and transformative. Saying it aloud is more than an announcement, it is a celebration of everything that led to this point. It is a recognition of love that has been nurtured through patience, strengthened by understanding, and illuminated by shared dreams. And it is a reminder that sometimes the most powerful moments in life are also the simplest, the ones that, when expressed, carry an energy and clarity that transcends expectation. I know that names themselves are only symbols, but symbols are powerful. They carry the weight of identity, of history, of meaning. And this name, now shared with all of you, embodies not only the person who has brought immense joy into my life, but also the promise of the journey that lies ahead. Every time it is spoken, it will serve as a reminder of the extraordinary potential of partnership, the importance of trust, and the enduring magic that arises when two people choose to move forward together, side by side, into the unknown. As we embrace this revelation, I want us to pause for a moment and reflect on what it represents. It represents patience and timing. It represents the understanding that life's most important truths are sometimes worth waiting for. It represents the celebration of a bond that is rooted not only in love, but in shared purpose, curiosity, and the drive to explore what is possible together. And so, tonight, as we stand on the threshold of this new chapter, let the name spoken here be a beacon of hope, of connection, of possibility. Let it remind us all that when love is nurtured, when journeys are honored, and when moments are fully embraced, the culmination is not just joy, it is a transformative experience that inspires everyone it touches. This is not just a reveal, it is a beginning, a declaration, and a testament to the extraordinary power of connection. Because sometimes the right name, spoken at the right time, can change everything. A name is never just a collection of letters or sound we speak aloud. It carries history, meaning, and identity. It is the first gift given, the foundation of who we are, and often it shapes the way the world perceives us. And when I say her name, I am aware that I am not just sharing a label, I am sharing the essence of someone who has profoundly touched my life in ways that words often struggle to capture. Every syllable resonates with the story of her spirit, her strength, her kindness, and her vision. When I reflect on her name, I think about what it represents beyond the individual. It represents resilience, the capacity to face challenges with grace, and the unwavering ability to see possibility where others might see limitation. It carries the echoes of laughter, moments of quiet reflection, and the energy of someone who inspires those around her to be more, to dream bigger, and to act with purpose. Her name is a symbol, a shorthand for the qualities that make her extraordinary. The courage to embrace uncertainty, the creativity to explore new ideas, and the compassion to understand the world in ways that make it better for everyone. What's remarkable is how a single name can encapsulate an entire journey. It evokes the moments that brought us together, the shared experiences that solidified our connection, and the values we hold most dear. Every time I think of it, I am reminded of the countless conversations, the shared ambitions, the challenges faced side by side, and the simple, quiet joys that often speak louder than grand gestures ever could. Her name is a reflection of who she is, but it is also intertwined with the story we are writing together, a story that is still unfolding, full of possibility, full of promise. There is a certain power in naming, a clarity that comes from articulation. By sharing her name today, I am not only acknowledging her presence in my life, but also honoring the way she has influenced the person I am becoming. Names carry intention, and this one carries a purpose, the purpose of connection, of mutual growth, and of the shared adventure that lies ahead. It is a reminder that love is not static, it evolves, expands, and deepens. And the act of naming it, celebrating it, and recognizing it is a reflection of that evolution. Her name is also a bridge. It connects past experiences with future possibilities. It carries the weight of all the choices, all the steps, and all the serendipitous moments that brought us to this point. It is a touchstone for memory and a beacon for what is to come. And when spoken aloud, it has the power to evoke emotion not just for those of us who know the story intimately, but for everyone who witnesses this celebration of connection and shared human experience. It is remarkable how a single name can embody such richness, such depth, such vitality. In thinking about her name, I am reminded of the responsibility and honor inherent in love. To know someone fully, to see them, and to share in their life is a privilege. To speak their name is to recognize the significance of their existence, not just to me, but to the world. It is to say that this person matters, that their story matters, and that the journey we are on together is worthy of acknowledgement and celebration. Names anchor us in reality while inviting us to dream, and hers does both effortlessly. And so, as we reflect on the beauty of her name, let it remind us all of the power of recognition, the profound effect of seeing, valuing, and honoring someone for exactly who they are. Let it remind us that the people we choose to elevate, the connections we nurture, and the words we speak in celebration of those connections are what give life its deepest meaning. Her name is a testament to love, to partnership, and to the extraordinary potential that arises when two people choose to walk together through life. Because a name is more than a word, it is a promise, a reflection, and a light guiding the way forward. As we stand here tonight, having reached this extraordinary point of revelation, I think it's impossible to overlook the people who have walked alongside us, supported us, and believed in the journey from the very beginning. Life is rarely a solo endeavor, and even the most personal moments of love, connection, and transformation are shaped by a web of relationships, guidance, and encouragement that surround us. The truth is, none of us achieves anything in isolation, and tonight is not just a celebration of one connection, it's a recognition of the network of care and support that makes moments like this possible. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the family members, friends, mentors, and even casual acquaintances whose presence, advice, and belief have mattered in ways that are both seen and unseen. These are the people who, over time, have lifted spirits when challenges arose, offered perspective when decisions felt overwhelming, and shared in the joy of milestones both big and small. Their impact is immeasurable, and their contributions often go unrecognized. But tonight, they are as much a part of this celebration as the love we are honoring. There is something profoundly humbling about realizing how many people quietly shape the story of our lives. Every word of encouragement, every act of kindness, every moment of patient understanding contributes to a foundation upon which love can flourish. When I reflect on this journey, I see clearly that it is not just the union of two individuals, but the culmination of countless moments where others invested in us, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unknowingly, creating an environment where a meaningful connection could grow, thrive, and ultimately be celebrated. Support comes in many forms. Sometimes it is grand and visible, a gesture that everyone can recognize. Other times it is subtle, almost invisible, a quiet presence, an encouraging word, a moment of understanding when it is needed most. And these moments, these threads of connection, are what make the tapestry of life rich and resilient. They remind us that love is not only about what exists between two people, but about how those two people are nurtured by the world around them. And as we celebrate tonight, I want everyone who has played even the smallest role in this journey to know that their contribution is valued, appreciated, and deeply recognized. It's also a reminder of gratitude for those who offer their energy, their wisdom, and their time, often without expectation of recognition. Gratitude is powerful because it transforms acknowledgement into something tangible, something that resonates through actions, words, and presence. It strengthens bonds, deepens relationships, and creates a sense of shared purpose. Tonight, gratitude is at the center of this celebration. Every cheer, every smile, every word of encouragement, every quiet act of support, these are the forces that amplify the joy of this moment and make it infinitely more meaningful. As we honor love tonight, we also honor the people who have made it possible. We honor the collective force of connection, of empathy, and of generosity that surrounds us. And we recognize that love does not exist in a vacuum. It grows in the fertile soil of encouragement, compassion, and community. Each of us, in our own ways, has the capacity to nurture the relationships around us, to lift one another, and to contribute to the creation of a life that is more extraordinary than it could be alone. So tonight, as we celebrate this union, let us also celebrate the countless individuals whose support has been essential. Let us acknowledge the friends who have been cheerleaders, the family who have provided grounding, and the mentors who have offered perspective when it was needed most. Let us recognize that love is magnified when it is shared, when it is nurtured, and when it is lifted by a community that believes in its value. Because at its core, this moment is not just about one couple, it is about the interconnectedness of human experience, the power of support, and the undeniable truth that love is strongest when it is celebrated together. And tonight, we honor that truth fully, with hearts wide open and gratitude that knows no bounds. As we stand here tonight, having shared the journey, the revelation, and the significance of this connection, it's impossible not to think about what comes next. The truth is, every moment we've celebrated so far is part of a larger story, a story that is still being written, full of opportunities, possibilities, and shared dreams. Looking forward is not just about imagining the future, it's about actively shaping it, about committing to a path together with clarity, intention, and a deep sense of purpose. And tonight, I want to share that sense of vision, that excitement for what lies ahead. When two people come together with alignment in values, curiosity, and ambition, the future becomes more than a concept, it becomes a canvas. Every decision, every plan, every step forward is an opportunity to build something meaningful, something that resonates far beyond the immediate moment. Love at its core is not passive, it is active, dynamic, and expansive. It challenges us to dream bigger, to explore further, and to envision a life that is rich with shared purpose. And when I think about the future with her, I see not just the continuation of a story, but the creation of a legacy of experience, learning, and joy that we can share together and with the world around us. The future is exciting because it is unknown. There will be challenges, of course, unexpected turns, obstacles, and moments that test resilience. But it is precisely those challenges that shape the strength of a bond, that refine character, and that reveal the depth of commitment. Facing the future together means embracing uncertainty, leaning into it rather than avoiding it, and trusting that when two people move forward as one, they can navigate anything with courage and grace. It is this mindset that transforms a simple journey into a profound adventure. I also see the future as an opportunity for growth, not just individually, but as a partnership. A shared life encourages self-discovery, reflection, and the pursuit of potential in ways that are amplified by collaboration. Every conversation, every shared dream, every goal achieved together becomes a building block for a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. And as we step into tomorrow, there is a sense of anticipation, a sense that the best moments are not only ahead of us, but that they are moments we will create intentionally, together, with love, curiosity, and purpose guiding the way. Looking forward also means embracing a sense of adventure. Life has an uncanny way of presenting opportunities that are both unexpected and transformative. To look forward with excitement is to say yes to exploration, yes to trying, yes to discovering what is possible when two people combine their vision, energy, and imagination. It is about creating a future where possibility is not limited by convention, where ambition is coupled with empathy, and where shared experiences become the foundation for lasting impact. The future is wide open, and it is ours to shape. And while we celebrate what is to come, it is important to acknowledge that the promise of the future rests on the foundation of the past. Every lesson learned, every challenge overcome, every moment of connection has prepared us for what is next. That continuity, that sense of progression, is what makes anticipation so thrilling. It reminds us that life is not a series of isolated moments, but a continuous journey of growth, love, and discovery. And with that perspective, the future becomes not just something to approach, but something to embrace fully, with courage and joy. So tonight, as we stand on the edge of what comes next, I invite everyone here to share in the excitement of this unfolding journey, to dream boldly, to imagine widely, and to hold on to the belief that the most extraordinary chapters are often written when intention, love, and vision converge. The path ahead is filled with potential, with uncharted territory, and with the promise that comes for moving forward together. Because the future is not just a destination, it is a creation. And when two people step into it with trust, courage, and shared purpose, the possibilities are limitless. Tonight, we celebrate not only what has been revealed, but everything that lies ahead, and the adventure has only just begun.